Another school that was hoping to maybe get that Saban sort of treatment, maybe build a program akin to maybe not quite Bama, was North Carolina bringing in Bill Belichick.
I told you that had disaster potential, man.
Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and knock this out because we have to talk about it. I mean, man, that first drive, Gio Lopez looked like a monster. I was like, I guess Freddie Kitchens is cooking. We talk about Matt Patricia and how good he looked for Ohio State. What the hell happened to Chapel Hill, man? I thought Freddie Kitchens and Belichick's son, and I thought they'd have it together. But, boy, after that first drive, TCU locked in. Here's my big question for TCU. I knew Josh Hoover was going to cook. He threw 4,000 yards a year ago. I know he's a good quarterback. My question was, how good is this TCU defense going to be? I don't even know if that question has truthfully been answered because I don't know how bad North Carolina actually is. And that's why I sent you our rundown for the show today. I said, can they beat Charlotte?
Yes. They're going to beat Charlotte.
Okay.
Having said that, I don't feel great about it. It was really bad. That first drive, man, everybody was riding high vibes, Sudu. Yep. Everybody. They went to the shot in the stands of Michael Jordan and Roy Williams and LT, like all sitting up there in a booth together, North Carolina royalty.
Yeah,
and they shot it down to Bill Belichick.
Jordan, the Jordan that matters the most, Ben.
And they of course. And then they shot down to Bill Belichick, and he's doing a stone-faced bit that he does. I'm sorry, but folks, Bill Belichick hasn't been a good coach in like 5 years, and now he's 74, taking over college in an era where there are no more dominant teams. That's been erased.
Yeah,
this is not going to end well. They don't have they're staring 4 wins at best in the face. Now I think they're going to beat Charlotte, but they don't have star power, and I'm not sure that the Bill Belichick model that worked for the Patriots, buttoned up, we about business and all this. And the stone face, like playing the media games, college football, it's every minute of every day is a branding play. Lane Kiffin has succeeded at Ole Miss for a number of reasons, not the least of which he is out there invisible and personable, and he does not like it either, Bill. But if you think you're going to go sign kids who love to start on TikTok by going about it your old way, it's only going to be a disaster, which is exactly what week 1 was. And the fact that the defense was so incredibly overmatched and bad, I think was the most startling thing here because it reeked like Stephen Belichick. Give it to Bill. He's been trying to get his son to be a head coach somewhere for a long time, but there's a reason why he's now your defense coordinator. North Carolina's had to follow you kind of around. Like he doesn't have the same shine as he used to, and neither does the Belichick name across the board. And it can't be run like you're going to try to run it like the pros. More power to you. You're going to get more results like this. Now, Ole Miss does a pro mindset.
I was going to say, I don't think the issue is running it like the pros. I think a lot of college football programs are now running it like
just playing the Bill Belichick games, man.
Exactly. But it still has to come with a level of, you're right, where you have to be in charge of branding. You don't have you don't have a $1 billion organization.
You need good players. And release a depth chart with no names on it. It's cute in the NFL because you can get away with it. This is big business now. You've got to make business decisions. What I'm saying is like, what kid, a 17, 18-year-old kid, 5-star Bryce Underwood, who is signing up to go play for 74-year-old Bill Belichick, no fun Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Like there are so many issues with this fit. I hope it works for the parties involved just because none of us ever want to see failure, but I just don't see this working. And for them to lose like that, I said they're going to get beat pretty bad, but I didn't think it'd be 48-14 bad.
That was awful.
I thought they'd be least like Deion was competitive. He beat a ranked TCU in his first game.
Yeah.
And everybody had all this energy for Deion when he went 4-8. I want the same energy for Bill Belichick.
No doubt. I think there was a span, Ben. I don't remember what it was. It was ridiculous. I don't know if it was 2 hours. I can't remember the exact number. They hadn't completed a pass it was a ridiculous amount of time. Completed a pass.
Freddie Kitchens was an NFL coach, offensive coordinator, like head coach. Freddie Kitchens, there's a reason why he's now the OC under Bill Belichick at UNC, because Freddie is one of Bill's old assistants. Like, assistants always come back that don't work. They go back to Bill. They do. Like, there's a reason why these coaches are together in this place. It was desperation for all parties, And desperation typically doesn't yield the most efficient or aesthetically pleasing results. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. That's totally fair. I think, honestly, you can make the case, well, it's year one. They didn't have the talent, whatever. North Carolina has obviously claimed that they do have money for revenue share. And I know at one point I heard as much as $22 million a year.
Great.
Maybe they can go out and buy some guys. But I agree with you, man. I don't think it's just about, well, we need the Jimmies and Joes here. Like, I think the coach, that is usually the case in college football. Don't get me wrong, but I do agree with you. I just don't know if this is the right fit. Bill Burr made a really good point. I think he said this on the Rich Eisen podcast. He's like, who the hell remembers Johnny Unitas on the Chargers or Joe Montana on the Chiefs? I mean, I think Montana actually had a pretty decent year there, but his point was like all these legends that move
Shaq on the Celtics.
Shaq on the Celtics, Penny Hardaway at the end of his career when he was bouncing around like that. It's just, it never really works out. Like I don't know. I mean, you'd have to tell me because I don't know for sure, but there rarely is a story like that where it works out favorably.
Houston nutted Ole Miss. Sorry. Back-to-back Cotton Bowls. 50 years. 50 years.
I'll tell you what, brother. That's the guy I want in my that's the guy I want in my foxhole, man.
And Ricky Fast.
And Ricky. The way the way McClush just braids just
it's a good point, though. Like, Bill Burr's right on. Like, when does this ever work?
Yeah.
When does this ever work?
Yeah.
It's very like Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
Exactly.
When does it work? Like, LeBron James is still playing at a high level, but most of the time at the end of careers, when they're trying to hang on, it ain't pretty. And right now, Bill's trying to hang on, and it ain't pretty.
Right. No, it's certainly not.